Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? Once again, this is Chief Kalana. So y'all, we are here. I'm like a hunter, you know what I mean? Hunting for the truth, hunting for our story because his story is a problem. I keep telling y'all, we can't go by his story, family. We can't. We got to dig into our story. We got to find our elders. You know what I'm saying? Our elders know. They know. They was just waiting on us, the younger generation, to step up because remember what they went through. Back in the days, for our ancestors to identify as Indians, they got hung and killed for that. So a lot of our elders still got those memories. So now they're passing out that information to us because we are seeking. Seek and ye shall find. And that's what I'm doing. So right now, I'm going to introduce you to another elder. You know, one thing y'all know about Chief Kalanago, I respect my elders. I don't care what nobody say about them. All right. Yes, a lot of them are actually indoctrinated, and that's fine. Our goal is to get the truth out of them and bring them back on track. But I'm never going to disrespect my elder because I was told that if you honor your mothers and fathers, your days will be longer. So I'm always going to respect them. So with that being said, I'm going to introduce you to another elder, and he'll just tell you who he is and what his name means. All right, go ahead, brother.
Yes, good afternoon, Chief.
Yeah.
With all due respect, my name is Chula Okatuklo,
And what does that mean?
and that means two river fox.
Okay.
And of course, I'm from the Southeast Territory,
Mm.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
And I'm a historian and I'm a photographer.
Okay.
Born in '55, I'm the seventh son of Ernest and Dorothy Withers.
Okay.
Of course, my legacy goes all the way back, as a photographer, as a documentary.
Okay.
But of course, right now, during this day and time, I've been really understanding my indigenous culture. And so we're right now I'm trying to share with my family members and my tribe, and I'm a part of the Oka.
Okay.
It's part of Chickasaw.
Okay.
It's a Chickasaw tribe, actually, which means where people know it as Chickasaw.
Chickasaw, right.
So
one of my brothers is actually coming here. He's on his way here. He's actually Chickasaw as well. So I'm gonna let you meet him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Oka Neshoba, Chickasaw,
Right.
Oka Neshoba, Chickasaw,
Okay.
is our tribe.
Okay.
And then I have another brother Andre, or brother Yanash, who will be setting up a tent here at the sisters' powwow here in Memphis, Tennessee. So I thought it was a very interesting thing to be a part of. We're actually in my first powwow in Memphis. Now I attended the powwow in Providence with Chief Two Hawks.
Yeah. I've heard of that.
I've been there and spent a week or two learning about the Pokanoka and the Narragansett,
Okay.
in the Paraquat. So so I kind of and I was also a member. I was also part of a delegation in 2015.
Okay.
I went to the United Nations. So
Okay.
I've been doing my study
Okay.
about an indigenous culture.
Okay, that's good. So let me ask you, brother. We spoke a little earlier, and you was giving me a little history on Memphis, how Martin Luther King ended up coming down here. Could you share that story with the fact? Because I've never heard that before.
Yeah, well, in 1968, which was probably the end of the civil rights movement, Martin King came to support the sanitation workers, which was part of the union, Local 1733. But what had happened was there were two sanitation workers who had got killed in a garbage truck. The reason they got killed in the garbage truck is because of the fact that they were not allowed to go into the break room where the other Caucasians were.
Okay.
And so they were trying to shelter themselves out of the rain. Now, of course, they're trying to keep that particular story out under wraps. But the reason they died because one of the workers had pushed the button and killed. And then, of course, they got crushed up inside of the garbage truck. So that was kind of the beginning of that. They came up with the phrase, I am a man.
Okay.
So I'm a man concept and the idea. And of course, Martin Luther King was invited by T.O. Jones because of the fact that they wanted to have these labor rights. And so that's the reason that he came is to stand up for the labor rights of sanitation workers.
Okay, that's good. Okay, beautiful. So with that being, was that when he got shot, or was that some at a different time?
Well, that was March 28th. Everybody remember the I Am a Man picture.
Okay.
The I Am a Man picture was taken March 28th,
Okay.
1968.
Okay.
Martin King got killed within 10 days after March 28th. He got killed April 4th, 1968.
Okay.
Of course, the protest, of the I Am a Man, or the protest started maybe 8 months before that.
Okay.
And then it led on to them to call Martin Luther King into town to help garner the interest of the movement.
Okay.
And to bring more enthusiasm to get people involved into it. You know, of course, that is high. In the reading that he came to stand up for the sanitation workers and
Okay.
the armor man. It
Okay.
just so happened I was a photographer,
Mm.
and I'm a second generation photographer.
Right.
Now, a lot of people know about the iconic image that I'm in, but I was 12 years old with my daddy,
Mhm.
and he had his camera and I had my camera.
Okay.
So of course he gets the credit for the picture.
Right.
Because I was his son.
His son, yeah.
And but the story about what really happened is that picture was taken. Now a riot broke out that day, and that was what they call Martin Luther King last march,
Okay.
which they call Martin Luther King last mile. So what happened was after we took the I'm a Man picture, so the march began to go down Bill Street. So the march went down Bill Street. By the time it got up to Main and Bill, then I saw a stick. And I saw the first stick hit a window. And then, of course, after that, within 30 seconds, the police come out of everywhere. Would have start putting the gas mask on, start beating people, start putting mace, all.
So you get to experience that?
I experienced that.
Wow,
As a matter of fact,
wow.
the police had tapped me on my leg. So it was a very confusion and a traumatic day that I got maced in my face,
At 12.
At 12. And so I remember that when I was standing there, I'm confused which way to go, left or right, looking for my daddy, So I remember standing there looking in the barber shop where the guy was cutting the man's hair. And the barber cutting the man's hair and the man sitting in the seat. And when police went there and started beating the barber and the man in the chair. He came outside, blood all on his, you know how the robe that they wear when they go. So I saw that, so I was terrified. So it was just chaos. So, but eventually, me and my daddy ended up, because our studio was on Beale Street.
Right.
So we ended up going back to the studio. So we went back to the studio,
Right.
and we closed the door and didn't allow nobody to come in. We closed the curtain as we would close. Of course, you can hear people getting whooped and beat down the street. So anyway, that picture was developed that same day.
Okay.
The I'm a Man photo was developed within 2 or 3 hours after it was taken. Now that's probably only a few.
And that's a picture that your dad took.
My dad took.
Okay, wow.
The I'm a
So
Man.
you should definitely have some type of rights to that picture as his son.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, I claim rights because I developed the picture with my daddy on the same day.
Oh, okay.
This was a darkroom process now.
Right.
So I'm known somebody that I had three other brothers who were photographers that day. I was there with Dad, and I had 2 other brothers who were photographers.
Okay.
So they got pictures of Martin King walking down Bill.
Okay.
Of course, the same day, Larry Payne got killed that same day. He got shot by the police.
Who's that?
Larry Payne was one of the only person that got killed on that day, March 28, 1968. I just saw a sister the other day at the statistic office.
Okay.
But Larry Payne got shot by the police with a shotgun in his stomach that same day. So he come out with his hands up, witness with his hands. It's still a cold case. Larry, still a cold case now. Larry Payne family.
So we've been going through the process of hands up, don't shoot for a while, huh?
Right, after that, they had his hand up. They shot him in the stomach. Matter of fact, it's part of a video that's being shown on doing when they were on the 50th anniversary of Martin Luther King. So I marched with Dr. King as a child.
Right.
I started marching with him with my dad in '66.
Okay.
Against the March Against Fear in 1966. And marched, of course, my dad was a photographer who chronicled the civil rights movement.
Right.
He sent these pictures as he took them. He sent them to all the
press.
black newspapers across the country.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I just take the picture. And some of them would be in Memphis. From the Amsterdam News. From the Chicago.
So literally, the first Lewis and Clark was really us then.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So most of the pictures you'll see now that of course that you see that are coming out of people's homes in these newspapers are beginning to surface.
Yeah, this iconic
So
picture.
right, so I'm in the search of okay, if you got our picture, just let us know you got it.
There you go.
And then we can work out the
We can work something out. All right.
because those are intellectual properties.
Right. Absolutely. I agree.
So they end up being from made pictures. A lot of people are not familiar with Emmett Till, but that was a big story in 1955.
Yeah, I heard the name though. What's the story behind that?
Yeah, the story behind it, they killed Emmett Till. They lynched him, and they throw them over the river, Tallahatchie River. But they accused him of whistling at a white girl.
Yeah.
And of course, later on, it was a national story.
Yeah, I heard of it.
Emmett Till was one of the what they call that picture really inspired Rosa Parks.
Right.
Because after Emmett Till got killed in October, in August of 1955. So when he got 1955 from August to December. Rosa Parks decided not to get out there. So
Okay.
that picture inspired
Okay.
all of them. So, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I
That's
mean
good.
that's part. And so of course
Yeah.
my whole family now.
Okay. So let me ask you, brother. And I love the fact that you experienced that. Not too many people could actually experience that whole. I know it was overwhelming at the age of 12, right?
Absolutely.
But let me ask you, in terms of who we are as a people, right? A lot of our people are struggling because we have been told so many different stories as to who we are. Now, I really don't want to influence anything you got to say. Your dad was a historian, and you picked up, in his foot. So literally, you're carrying the legacy of your dad. What do you think about the theory that all of us, so-called dark-skinned, so-called black people, African Americans, that we all came from Africa? What's your take on that?
Well, from my research, that is a misnomer right
Okay.
now. It is a false history. It did not exist. I understand now that the first slaves were taken out of America and taken to Africa.
Absolutely.
Or across the country.
Yep.
To Europe.
Yeah.
And so we've been told the history in reverse.
Okay.
By studying, and listening to different blogs, and doing my own study and trying to find out my own family.
Right.
So I began to find out who my great grandmother was. And I always knew my grandmother always told me that I was an Indian. I had Indian in me.
Right.
But come to find out, I not only had Indian in me, but I was the
He was the Indian, right?
So that's the revelation. So now,
Right.
it's only a few people can
Yeah.
gravitate. They have to gravitate in their own particular way.
Right.
We hope that the masses understand that we have to understand that this is our land.
Right.
This is where our ancestors were hundreds of thousands
Yes.
of years ago. So we have to gravitate and understand that. Through my research just recently, I just found out that my grandparents owned property in Haywood County in Brownville, Tennessee. And so as a result of that, the Ku Klux Klan ran them off the property in Brownville and Haywood. So Brownville, Haywood County, Tennessee, I'll be coming up there to do the research and find out when they were ran off the property, go back and make the land claims. Because that's the importance of now. Once you find out the atrocity that has happened in your family on this land, it's time for you to go back and reclaim what was taken away from
Put in
you.
the claim, yeah.
That's the reparation.
Yes.
Is you finding out
Who you are. Exactly.
and where your family had the property.
Yep, I agree.
Because the property has always been ours.
Yes.
It's never been divided into parts, but it was always used for the benefits of the people who were here.
Okay. Well, that's a beautiful thing. Another question, and I'm not throwing shade. My thing is, I just like to find out the truth, because only the truth will let us walk in freedom. All right. There are a lot of people that's literally, in my opinion, they're usurping our identity. They call themselves natives. They pale skin, Mongolians. Who are these people? I mean, what's your take on that? Who are these people? Like, if we are the original Indians, who are these people then?
Well, these people, from my research, they are basically just like colonists. Or they were people who saw the opportunity to receive money. Of course, when they found out that they could get land and the land was given to them, and then of course the word came out, if you pay this $5, then we're going. So it make no difference. Most of the white people who had already taken land and from our ancestors began to buy themselves into the property. And so it's kind of like, and so our people don't even know. Some of us are still thinking that we came on a slave ship.
Right.
After, but I found out that my people were already
here. So good.
Chickasaw.
Well, thank you for that. Another question is this, right? In regards to these so-called natives that are actually out here usurping our identity, right? What do you think is going to take? I mean, of course, I know teaching our people who we are, but if you have any type of advice for those that are seeking and they're not sure, they heard grandmama said, well, I was an Indian, but they still have doubts because of what they were taught in school. What advice would you have for them?
I say, don't get forced to find your identity. Do it on your own.
Right.
Find out who your grandmother and your great grandmother was and your great great grandmother was. So feathers up.
Yep. There we go. Feathers up. Indeed.
It's important that we have to find out our ancestors, not by these test tube thing that they're doing.
Right, right.
But we literally need to go find out where the records are in the families, in the courts, families, and on whoever got in the Mormons or go away, even if it's in England or whether it be in Spain. We got to find out where our roots are so we can identify who our family people are before. Because it's so important, because if we don't do that, what we're doing, we're leaving ourselves as, if you're not identifying yourself as an indigenous Aboriginal American, you're really identifying yourself as
an immigrant, as a foreigner. Exactly.
What they call now, the political term is undocumented.
Oh, yeah, undocumented. Okay. So you got to get your documents right.
Right.
I like that.
So they are telling you now, if you don't find out who you are, that you could easily be put on a ship and
sent somewhere.
Sent somewhere.
Yep. Yeah.
And that is real.
Yeah, it's real. You're right.
You're right. It ain't no joke. And then they're gonna push it even further after 2020.
2020. Yep.
After 2020, everything is
going to change.
You're not gonna be able to just, if you're saying you don't know who you are, you identify yourself as the wrong person.
Yep.
You could be put on the wrong ship.
Yep. Absolutely.
But the people who know who they are, then they know they're from here.
Right.
They don't be no worry.
Right. Exactly.
Because of the person, people like yourself, who, and then which is another dilemma that we have to now learn the law.
Yes.
The international law and the law.
Absolutely.
That we have to find out. And I'm going through this process.
The declarations and all that.
All the declarations and all
international
the
law. Your constitution. Yeah.
All the Article 3 and all of that. We got to find out where to take our issues to.
Yes.
To claim our land. Because
absolutely.
A lot of them are not. And these local courts are just, they have really locked stock and barrel us against, of course, we know they are just, what they call them, courts out of jurisdiction.
Yep.
And so it's a whole new study that we have to understand. So.
Okay, beautiful. And I'm glad you mentioned that, right? I have a question, and that might be, well, I'm not going to say it's the last one, but because I know we have work to do. But in terms of, because a lot of these recognized tribes these days, right? What they did was, one of the tricks that they did was they usurped our identity, and they created new organizations through what's called the Dawes Rows. And a lot of our elders and our ancestors didn't fill out these Dawes Rows. What is your take on that? Because a lot of people are just looking towards the Dawes Rows to find their lineage or their roots, but yet still it was only literally Caucasians who fill out these Dawes Rows. So what's your take on that?
Well, from what I've heard, I think it was a congressman, I think.
Okay.
And he created this Dawes Row, to kind of create some kind of I guess he's trying to legitimize some kind of way of who, I don't understand the total concept, but I know people signed it.
Yes.
Some people are legitimate on the Dawes Row. And then there was some people who, but our don't rely on the Dawes Row.
Exactly.
Dawes Row is just a small part of it.
Right.
Of course, a lot of people don't know there was a killing here in Memphis. Ida B. Webbs, who wrote the story back on the three people grocers. What happened was these three grocers got killed, and they took them to Middleton, Tennessee, and hung them. And Ida B. Wells, who, he told everybody to go west from Memphis. So I know 1,000 of us. This was, of course, in the early 1900s.
Right.
1,000 of us went west, and a lot of us. They said there was 1,000 of Memphis left here and went to Oklahoma.
Okay.
And of course, everybody knew about the 1830 the
Tchula Tears,
of course, even before that. But a lot of us did not leave.
Right.
A lot of us still out.
Okay.
But a lot of our relatives, we ended up going to Oklahoma. And so those are us. That was our indigenous culture. And I found out not only was there one, it was more than one Tulsa town.
Wow.
Oklahoma I've heard there were 50 or 60 Tulsa towns.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They just tell you about one.
One, right.
But because of all were forced to go to Oklahoma. I mean, I talked to a sister from Oklahoma, said it was 50 or more town that, of course, when we went there, the oil came up.
Right.
And people got rich.
Right.
And a lot of the people were from Memphis, and they went to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's
It's,
good.
it's interesting, man.
Well,
you know,
wow.
the history
That's
of our
what's up.
time.
Yeah, man. You see, and that's what I'm saying, though. For me, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about what I do, because, and like I said, I have so much respect for our elders, even those who literally still stuck on the concept. They know that their grandmother was Indian, but some of them still say they're Africans, and I ain't worried about that, because
Right.
my job is to keep them grounded and bring them back on track. But I'm saying all that to say is the respect that I have for you,
Right.
you know, because I know I'm able to come to you as my elder and hear our story opposed to his story.
Right.
Okay,
I just,
if anybody's going to tell me who I am, I'm going to go to my elder and not these people that's telling us
Absolutely.
we came from a slave ship.
Absolutely. When I first
Yeah.
came over here today,
Yeah.
I went over to the ladies, elder ladies, to try to talk to them,
Mm.
and they're even trying to learn about. They
Right.
remember their parents told them they had Indian
Right.
in them.
Mm.
So you know, it's a continuous
Yes.
thing. It's growing.
Yes.
And it can't stop it.
Yeah, indeed.
And so it's you know, and I just want to say,
Mm.
just a quick prayer. I just lost a matriarch,
Okay.
part of our nation.
Well, power to the matriarch. Yeah.
Asha Bidiako.
Okay.
She just passed.
Okay.
She would have been here today. It was very instrumental in us beginning
Okay.
and helping us file our papers with the Department of Interior.
Okay.
Here we filed paper with the Department of Interior.
Okay.
Then find to open the show.
Okay.
But we got a lot more work to do. And then,
Yes.
then of course we're here locally registered under Open the Show with
Right.
Chicasa.
Okay.
Tribe, and we just lost her, so I guess.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely. You know, power to the ancestor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
ancestors, so.
And you're still looking down on us, because, like I tell people, death is not real. The physical body go to the ground, but our ancestors are in the trees, they're in the air, they
Exactly.
here with us, man. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
I'm just so excited. It's a beautiful time, and like I always tell my elders, and it's a promise I made to them, I'm going to work tirelessly to make sure that they see some history change,
Right.
that they see some of our legacy being restored before they hit that ground. And
Right.
that's why I'm so dedicated, I'm so passionate, and nothing or anybody could deter me from that. You just got to know that you got a young warrior that's going to stand with you no matter what.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I thank you again
You're
for that
welcome.
information. And if you want to say anything in closing to the platform, go ahead and, you know, say your piece, brother.
Well, I just say, you know, we are part of an indigenous culture, just like the civil rights movement started. You know, we're going through the change, and this is the last change.
Yes.
You know, from the Negro. A lot of people don't know about the
Colored.
Walker
Walter
Plecker
Plecker.
story.
Yep. Mhm.
You have to learn about the Walker Plecker
Yeah.
story. You got
Yep.
to learn what Andrew Jackson did.
Yep. Mhm.
You got to learn that, you know, that the Indian is not just part of us. We
Right.
are.
Exactly.
And it's just like when we were transitioning, thinking that, first of all, when we were transitioning from black to African American,
Yeah.
they were saying, well, I ain't no African.
Right.
So same thing is happening there. Well, I ain't no Indian. I'm not.
Right.
So, but in 1, 2, 3 years from that, it's going to be a total different story. Everybody's
Yes.
going to
Yes.
realize
Absolutely.
who they are.
Yes.
And it's going to be a new day.
Indeed.
It's going to be a pleasant day.
Mhm.
It's going to be a day that we all enjoy, and our ancestors will be glad that we made it back.
Yep.
And that we identify them in the blood that they paid.
Yes.
You know, the CO2 is coming up
Indeed.
out of the ground.
Yeah.
And it is correcting thing in
Yes.
its proper place and time.
Absolutely. I
Appreciate
totally agree, and I appreciate you as well. And with that being said, I just want to say, in continuation, because I don't want to say closing, because we're not going to close anything.
Right.
Life is continuous. I just want to say that I thank you,
Yeah.
you know, for that, and continue to teach. And what you are doing, you believe it or not, you know, there's more people out there hearing you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
today I learned some things that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I have a platform, like I said, 20,000 subscribers. And I'm not saying all 20,000 is going to see it, but I know at least 10,000 is going to see this video
But
and
come to
learn
Memphis.
more for a story.
Come to Memphis, come visit the Ernest C. Withers Historical Home.
Right.
We've made this home a landmark and made the whole Walker Homes community.
Do you have a website, brother, that they could see some of your work?
Ernest C. Withers Historical Home.com.
Okay.
You
Could
know.
you repeat that again?
Ernest C. Withers Historical
All
Home.com, and my number is part of that.
Okay.
So you come to Memphis, and we have also a gallery down on Bill Street
Okay.
as well. So it's a lot of history.
Yes.
You know, that indigenous history.
Yeah.
And my daddy took even back then of us in full regalia in
Wow.
Memphis, a part of the pictures.
Well, you know what? The next time I come down, because before I leave, I'm gonna take your information. So the next time I'm here, I'll come to with your location.
Yeah.
And we'll do another live and show the people.
Yeah,
because
I
again,
hope before you go, you can just come by.
Okay, so say no
we're
more.
about 3 or 4 miles from here.
Okay, perfect. So before I leave, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, come on,
Yes.
and just take a picture of the
Yes.
marker.
Okay. Sounds
All
good,
right.
brother. Once again, I thank you.
Thank you.
All
brother.
right. Thank you.
Yes, sir,
all right.
brother.
All right.
Caliago.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, for now.
Yes, brother Kalinago is fine. All right, thank you. Yes, brothers and sisters, once again, man, just here with the elder, you know what I mean? And that's what I do, man. That's what I do. That's what I'm about. I tell people like this, right? I'm first off, I just want to say thank you to because I'm looking at my phone, so I can't really see who gave the $20 support on yes, thank you on the super chat. But I just want to say thank you for the support. My brother T God, also acknowledged you. You know what I mean? But I just want y'all to know, man, this is real. All right, this is real, and I am passionate. I'm dedicated. I'm gonna continue to speak to our elders. And that's why I'm very patient with a lot of them who know that they're indigenous, but they're still caught up in the paradigm. You know what I'm saying? Of thinking we all came on slave ships. But, literally 8 out of 10 times I run into elders who know the truth and they're teaching the truth and they're telling the truth. So my job is to get it from them and pass it on to you. Like I said, I'm in Memphis right now. I'm here. We have a powwow and we are just coming together, man. And it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. So don't give up. I know a lot of times it could get a little bit discouraging. I know a lot of times, we get into legal situations and they don't want to respect that we're indigenous. They don't want to respect these treaties. They don't want to respect these declarations, but don't worry. Okay. All that is part of the finish line, brothers and sisters. Let me tell y'all something. Okay. The end of the road. Remember, the path to victory, the path to freedom, the path to salvation is the road less traveled. And that's the path that I'm taking, the road less traveled. You feel me? That's what it is. Everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but most people want the easy way out. Now, I don't want the easy way out. I just want the way or the path that's meant for me to take. And that's what it is. Traveling, going, putting in the work, touching the ground, doing what I got to do. Because at the end of the day, I promised my ancestors, like I told you, they came to me in visions. And I made a promise to them that I'm going to restore their legacy. And if it's one son that they know they have, is Chief Kalinago. Okay, I could only speak for me. I know there are a lot of people that's passionate about this as well. So I want to thank y'all for playing y'all part. You feel me? But I know that I've made a promise to them, and I'm obligated to this mission, obligated to this journey. Okay, so the more information I get, I will do another live, and I'll continue to come and share that information with you guys. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and share the knowledge, share the videos. All right, one love. I love you guys. Talk to y'all soon. Awesomeness.